Hey, welcome to Comics Covered. I'm John, and this is Matt, the co-founders of CoverPrice.com. And this week we are chatting to you about, we just got back from C2E2 and had a whole weekend, and it was amazing and it was great. And we're going to talk about all the cool things we saw. How you doing, Matt?
Good. You might say we have C2E2 covered. There you go. There's you take that tagline to the bank.
Well done.
I don't have much. I'm pretty tired actually. The conventions are. It's funny. It's like always loving comics and always wanting to be at conventions and be part of the conventions. And now that we are, it's
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work when it's work.
I once heard you could go surfing every day for fun, but the moment you get paid for it, it becomes work and you hate it.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we hate comics yet. I think we still kind of love.
No, definitely never hate it. I love a good con. I love a convention. I love the energy at conventions. I love talking to retailers and creators and just the publishers. I mean, there's so much to do, and I always feel like I miss someone or miss something, or it's always overwhelming. I will say that because there's so much you want to do.
Well, we have an inside joke with Matt because Matt, he becomes an ultra marathoner during a convention. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he doesn't use the bathroom. He literally is just talking, digging,
shut
down, and it's just a comic hunting machine.
That's right.
He's pretty insane, to be honest.
Although, my favorite thing to do is dig for comics, right? Absolutely my favorite thing to do, go through some long boxes and really dig. I have not done that for 3 conventions now. And it drives me nuts. Oh, and yes, Izzy, thank you. Hey, we didn't get back to you. I saw, Izzy had his video up this weekend. Thank you for throwing that out and getting it out there. Sorry for not replying fast enough to your message. But yeah, it was
down for Matt. So he's just convention Matt.
Yeah, well, it's hard. Like, I brought my laptop with me, and I opened it once, and that was just to watch The Pit. So that was the only time I actually opened my laptop, was just to watch it, which I then fell asleep on.
Wait, to watch the what? The Pit?
The Pit on HBO. Do you like ER?
Yeah.
So Noah Wiley from ER, him and the former creator, or one of the former creators of ER, I think, they have a new medical drama called The Pit, and it's just about it's 24. It's like 24 a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So they go from like 8 to 8 p.m. or something like that. Anywho, so every episode is an hour in the day,
and it's actually of a single day. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, one single day. I loved it. It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was. I look forward.
I thought you were talking about like The Pit, or Pit, like the comic book, and I was like, what? They have something?
Well, that would be good. I wouldn't mind seeing The Pit, but I think Dale Keown was canceled, so I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
There goes that. But yeah, no, so C2E2 was awesome. Obviously, it's in Chicago. We had a bunch of our team members come out because they're all kind of located in that area, and it was cool. We, as a remote company, we don't get to see each other too often, and so whenever we get a chance, or ever, and so this was like the first for a lot of people that we've brought onto the team and then worked with remotely. And I mean, it's crazy because as Cover Price continues to grow, we're hiring people, and they just happen to somehow be in the Midwest, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of them.
So if you ever apply for a job and you live in the Midwest, you have a really good shot.
Yeah, apparently that's one of our criteria. Matt and I are in LA area, like California, so it's funny. Right. And we have people. We have some people in Florida. We have the writers are just kind of everywhere. We have a person in France. We have a person in England, and we were working with some people in Canada. We got Lando in Canada, which is awesome. So yeah, it's an international / domestic kind of thing, but it's fun.
What were your favorite finds of the convention? Well, let's say this: your favorite buy of the convention, and then your favorite moment of the convention.
Weirdly enough, this was my favorite buy, and I think that was at the Nathan Zerdy desk, but it's not. He's not on the cover. It's a
and that's not even. It's not even a convention exclusive either.
I know. I just saw this and I thought it was really cool.
Nathan Zerdy is a great artist. I enjoy his stuff a lot.
Yeah,
I also bought a Zerdy cover, but it was one that he did with Sona. I don't know where it is, but
well, my other favorite. So we were walking down Artist Alley talking to people. So this year with Phil, who might jump into the call or not, we'll see.
He said 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, we did like interviews and stuff like that. So we were talking to a lot more creators. But Matt put me on to Cursed Pirate Girl, which I have not yet read, but the art was just so amazing. And this is by Jeremy
Bastian. Yep.
And the cool thing was he's such a down-to-earth guy, super nice. But look at this. Like for every book that you bought, he took about 10 minutes, sat there with you, and created a little, he just drew an illustration. So, that was just a nice surprise. And he said, "Do you want me to put your name?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he put, I don't know, Matt, if you got this one, you got a different one, but this is the little head.
I like how he did your name. That was pretty nice. I guess I should have done that. I said no name because I generally don't like anything
like that. But I mean, the attention to detail on it is so cool.
Yeah, I don't even know where I put my book. I don't even know where it went. So.
The other things that I got that I was kind of happy. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going. Yeah.
I finally got my Daredevil from New York Comic Con.
Oh, I didn't know you bought one of those.
Yeah, well, JTC, John Tyler Christopher, he had some extras, and I don't know if it was a second print or if it was like, because I thought New York was all sold out, but he had some.
Yeah, I think it was a second print. I think they did a second print. It's a little bit different. I think the other one was raised, and I don't know if that one is.
No, this one's raised. It's raised.
Huh. Then I don't know. I guess we'll have to check our site.
We'll have to check our site.
I guess we'll have to check cover price and see what it says. I'm trying to add my see if I can show the photo, because I also got Jeremy's book, because I'm a huge fan of him.
I also got this one, this Fame Hayden Christopher. Hayden, is it right? Christensen, whatever. The Star Wars one. The cool thing is this was over at Nomas or Kopnam, and it's a there's like an embossment on it or whatever. So it's raised and it looks really good in real life. It's really pretty. So that was fun. And then of course, since we went, I stayed in line to get, so as you guys know, we did the giveaway, which we'll talk about in a second. But for eBay, we did an eBay live thing where we went, Matt is an amazing sourcer of comics. We were able to get pretty much all the exclusives from the con that we then gave away. But since we're standing in line to get some of these con exclusives, I also got the Boom JTC Venom. And I also got the Double Boom JTC, the coveted one for myself. So that was fun.
There you go.
Then just one couple other ones. We got the Meduson, which was given to us by Mr. Johnson, and which was cool. And of course, the nice folks over at Trinity sold us some rivals. So I got the Virgin, Momoko, and the trade dress Momoko.
Yeah, which we're giving a set away, a graded set for a giveaway coming up soon. So
yeah, we were able, thanks to the kindness of people over at CGC, we were able to get same day grading, and because they were doing that at the con, which they haven't done in a while, but they were amazing service. Just you get to drop it off and then pick it up at the end of the con, which is really cool. But Matt went through it and found a couple 9/8s, and we got right at their 9/8 sets.
Well, yeah, let me tell you. So, in short, I'll give you the quick summary. So we're doing this big giveaway with Comics for Kids. They've done a variant of a new universe Superman issues, like number 39. It's called Goodnight Moon, where Superman and the Justice League take kids to the moon on a field trip, which I keep saying sounds like a legal nightmare. But it's a very sweet story. They do this big adventure, this big scavenger hunt. And so they've used this as the anchor because it features kids in hospitals, that they then do a variant cover feature about with a kid in a hospital bed and the Justice League usually around them. And a different artist has done them every year. So there's been 6. Now, they only became into my awareness this year when Chrissy Zulu did one, which is why we even stopped to look at the booth, because it was like, oh, what's that Chrissy cover? And then we found out about the cause, and we're totally getting involved. But so he brought all these. We asked him to bring some of the back issues so we can get put a couple sets together for this big GoFundMe, and it was. Do they sign waivers for the kids? I hope so. That should have been a little asterisk saying yes, they signed waivers.
Here's an idea for a comic book: the Justice League's legal team, and it just goes through all the stuff they have to get signed when they
you're doing what?
You destroyed a building again.
But so the finding. Going through all these older issues from 6, 5, 4, 3 years ago was really tough to find 9.8 copies. I was literally sitting up by the food court for about 3 hours, just going through, looking like a crazy person with my glasses off, looking at the front, looking at the back, looking at the corners, trying to.
I can just see Matt doing that. That's why I'm laughing, because
and then you guys are having fun waiting in the JTC line, having chit chatting and picking up your books. And
well, yeah, thank you for doing that. JD asked how long was the line. So on Friday, JTC definitely had the longest line at the con for sure. And on Friday, people were saying it took more than 2 hours to get to him, and I think that's because he was signing. But on Saturday, when I went, we got there as soon as it opened, and we got in line. And I was at the end of the line. I was like, how did these people get in before me? And what happened is he super nice, one of the nicest guys in the biz, I think, JTC. He came out and he literally spoke to each person and said, hey, you're gonna get the books. I'm not gonna do any signatures right now because I want to speed up the line so you guys can get it. If you want, come back whenever. I'll sign it for free, no problem. But he went around and he talked to everyone, went to the end of the line, made sure everyone felt like, they saw him. And then he was like, thanks for coming. And was just super humble, super sweet. But yeah, I waited about an hour and a half for it, maybe 2 still.
Yeah. Cool. I waited not at all. So because I was not there. I was working.
Hey, well, yeah, it's true. That was kind of a personal thing for me. But yeah, so it was good. And then so as Matt was saying, we're doing we got 2 big fundraisers coming up. One big fundraiser, 1 giveaway. In 2 weeks, we're giving away some other exclusives. So if you liked what I showed you, we're giving away some of those things, but graded and through CGC. And we are going to have one of the head graders of CGC on the show, who's going to talk about the process, answer any questions you guys might have about their CGC process. And they're going to give away on our show 3 to 5 free gradings, so that any of you guys can get your stuff graded for free. And then we are going to give away a. But do you want to talk about that right now, and then we'll do some marketing around it and tell people about it? But
around what the
CGC, no, the CGC giveaway.
Oh yeah, we could touch on it. I mean, we could give you guys a heads up. So basically, we ahead of time, this was just lucky. We were like, let's try and guess what the popular covers will be, so we could buy them and then submit them for same day grading, which took a day and a half, which is fine. And then picked it up. So luckily we were like, hey, let's do the JTC covers, let's do the Marvel Rivals set, and then we did Jenny Friesen foil cover from the Nomads or the Capnon booth, if you will. Because everyone's a Jenny Friesen, and we luckily got 9.8s on those because I also looked over them to make sure that they are all good copies, and luckily they were pretty pristine. So yeah, we got 9.8, so we're going to give 5 9.8s away. One's going to be the set for the Marvel Rivals, then we're going to do both of the JTC covers individually, and then the Jenny Friesen cover. So that's going to be a really fun giveaway.
Yeah, I mean, those JTC ones are going for what, like over $100 already, if not more.
It's so the Venom one has slowed. It's interesting. There's less sales of the Venom one, but it's going for less as well. So the Venom one's selling for about 60, and the Mary Jane one's going for about 120.
Yeah.
So
that's
and,
cool.
and you can and just to share, like here, I'll bring this in, but our top 10, we of course our top 10 is overtaken by a lot of C2E2 covers. So the JTC covers here, number 1 was Mary Jane, because I think there was like 140 sales of that. So like people were getting them and selling them instantly.
Well, he limited to 2 per person, so I bet people kept one, sold one, or probably sold both. Who knows?
Well, some people went every day. Like there wasn't an allotment overall. There was just an allotment per day, per person while you're there in front.
Oh yeah.
So people did have multiple copies by the end of the con. I mean, if you want to spend that time, if you wanted to spend 8 hours of your convention time waiting in line, between over 4 days, okay, go for it. Helverine's still hanging on there. Marvel Rival set is on there. The Virgin obviously was the scarcer one because that sold out before the trade dress, of course.
Oh shoot, that's going for 200 already?
The Virgin, yeah. I mean, keep in mind that this is what it sold at a high for.
Yeah.
Sunday. Let's see, what is it selling for right now? I think right now it's selling for 150. So it had a high of 200, but it's 150.
Dang.
Right now. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All these monster books, it's kind of hard. Like, so a lot of them are selling for 200. These 2 were sold for primarily on Whatnot, and then people were selling them instantly on eBay. I'm not sure, but they landed on the list. All 3 of these. Although this one was available at booths. I think that was a Comic Con one. I never saw these at any booth that I can see.
Yeah, no.
So the Dark Knight, the White Rabbit's hanging in there. Star Wars facsimiles on there, and then you have all of like for the last couple weeks' top 10 got shoved to the runner-up list. Lobo's hanging in at number 20, but his little reveal today of him on set should help boost sales a little bit. Yeah, Derek says give it 60 days. I mean, it's true. I mean, there were some. I will say there were some amazing covers. Like I'll go to it real quick and I'll show some of the covers that kind of blew us away a little bit. I will show you the ones that we were really impressed with. I think they were. Let's see. I'm just gonna put Cax.
Excuse me.
Charlie Cox. So there was this Charlie Cox Fame cover with the John Bernthal as the Punisher on there. I can't tell you how. There's this red embossment that they did on the left-hand side. You can't really see it well in the picture, but it's a stunning book in person.
Yeah. It's like, again, it's all kind of raised. It's bumpy. It's got almost like a little bit of a gloss to it as well. Really stands out. Same as the Star Wars Fame one that I got. It's like that same kind of like look. It's hard to capture. Oh, this one, beautiful.
Yeah, there was this Jordan. So this is not a picture. This is an actual drawing. And then they did this. They did a regular. So you can see there's this one of him that in that way, but then they did this embossed version of that and just over the jersey. Again, this was a book we saw. You can say what you if you don't like the Fame covers, because these are people call it are cover buys, but this book was.
And I just brought Mr. Phil in. Hey, Mr.
Hey, Phil.
Oh, I didn't let Matt do his thing. Sorry.
Oh, sure.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Oh, here's Phil.
Wait. Okay, now say it.
Oh, and here's Phil.
He's the one true king.
There you go.
There we go.
That's professionalism.
That's how that works. We need if I do
Phil's
if I do,
muted.
if I do this, then yeah, you got to do it.
And then people added other things. What's this one? I guess that works.
Phil, I think your mic's off.
Now it's better, right?
There you go. Yeah, you remind me before.
Oh, that's fantastic. Great. Yeah. No, sorry, I apologize for that. No, that was great.
No worries.
There was I mean, so a lot of I was impressed with I will say I was very impressed by some of the not top shelf tidal wave covers.
Yeah.
There was, again, they had this Tolkien one, and if I would have planned it out better, so the cast of Lord of the Rings were there. I think there was 6 of them there. And then they had this gorgeous Tolkien tribute cover, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Wraparound.
A wraparound, but embossed. Like, again, it was like it was all embossed at the all the characters are embossed. It was again, the picture on here doesn't do it justice. I was very impressed by some of the books that they were putting out. It makes you wonder, like, why can't they do this stuff for Marvel books? You know,
Yeah.
Why are they having all the fun?
Because it costs more. But this one was limited to like 50 or something, right?
No, it was 150. Yeah,
150. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but it goes to, like, you know, all the Marvel and DC, like the foil treatments that are there, they're so bland, and not all books should be foil. And then sometimes the foil washes out the art. You know, when people say they don't like foil, it's true. Some of the books just don't work in foil, despite many of them getting that foil treatment. But what they do on this one with the embossment, it just was. I just wish there was a little more. Some of that was being brought into the big two, or even Image. Anyway, that's my rant.
No, it was really cool. One of the guys on our team actually brought a magic card. I guess the one the Ring of Power. And he waited, I think he said 4 hours or so in line to get Elijah Wood and Sean, the guy who played whatever, to sign it. And he got it.
Wow. And then you know, even though, let's see, these books weren't on our top 10, you know, well, let's do this. We'll show you what the most valuable of the con were.
So again, on Cover Price, you can just go through any of the filters and sort by value, and you'll be able to see that.
So this was another JTC cover that Comic Exposure did, and they took this virgin cover, and what was it limited to? 100. They put them into these metal briefcases, these little tiny metal briefcases, and then you got a voucher to get. I think they were doing the virgin cover. You also got the virgin cover if you bought this, and then it came with a metal COA. So these were selling for $300 at the booth, and they've been selling for about $500 to $600 in the aftermarket.
Wow.
So it was those, and we saw them. I saw a stack of the cases, and it was like, yeah, should I not? It's one of those things. It's a pretty big gamble, but for those that did, it was almost a double profit. If for those that sold it, that is. And they sealed the monster books trending here, just because, I mean, Mark Spears is still on fire. This was a surprise. There were all these Fame Pokemon books that were also really hot. Those are selling for $150 a piece in the aftermarket. Of course, the one, whoa, geez, zoom right in. We're taking off these watermarks. These were only done for the yeah.
People, we put so much effort into this. Like, we had 500. Go to the top, Matt. How many? So we added like
552 variants for
552. If you look at anybody else out there, they didn't even come close to that.
And that's not even adding into, like, you know, I'll show my phone real quick. You know, there's some that you don't even know are out there. Like all these pictures that my kids took that are all over this thing.
Oh yeah. And we had
they're like Greg Horn. I don't know if you can see it. Greg Horn had these covers for like Nick Cage, and they also had Mila Jovovich, but he was doing these variants that had different foil treatments. I don't know if you can see it. There was a pulsar, there's a cracked ice, like he did it like hard style, you know. So these were limited to 3 for each of these covers, and like we took pictures of them just to add it to the site when we got home. but there was like, there's another 8 that's not on this list.
Yeah, we had Hannah on our team was walking around with her laptop, and every time she saw like a secret drop, like we ran into that YouTube show Variant with
Eris.
He had a secret drop, I guess, on Saturday for one of his variants and stuff. Did you get it? Are you gonna
with John Jang? Yeah,
it was awesome.
Ickpot was there, and so Ickpot had all these. Although it was interesting, so there's a lot of these Aftermath covers. They were saying the Comic Kingdom folks were telling us that this was meant to be a Vampirella cover, and Dynamite said no. It's too much for us, and they changed it to their own title for Aftermath, and Ickpot just changed the hair color. But these were covers we weren't allowed to put on eBay Live because it was too scandalous. I just flashed them for a second just so we don't get taken down here. But Ickpot, we did actually Ickpot's first interview ever.
Yeah,
this was his first convention ever. Yeah,
and it might be his only. Either way, he was talking is like, I'm not.
He did not want to be there.
Very shy guy. But Phil brought his team out there, and we were filming and doing some interviews, and so we'll show that as soon as it's ready. We'll put it up on the site so you can see that interview.
That's right.
Nice guy, little bit like funny, and
I asked him, what's that?
Like embarrassed, like he was like humble and embarrassed about like.
He was very humble. Like he's like, what? Because we told him about his Street Fighter cover. We showed him the dark, the Chun-Li. Do those know that what I'm talking about here? I'll do a search for it while we're talking about it. Street Fighter Prime here. We were telling him about his Street Fighter Prime Zero cover with Chun-Li. It was the dark cover, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that cover was okay." And I was like, "Dude, this cover is your most valuable cover of all your books."
The creators never know how much their stuff's worth. Like they get paid to do it, and then they do it. They get some comps maybe, and they never know how much their covers are worth. And they're always kind of surprised, like, "Oh my god, it's worth that much."
I told him like, "Hey, buddy, this is selling for." I didn't call him buddy, but $140 raw for this one still. So it is a gorgeous cover. So that was a surprise. We also have an interview with Jenny Friesen. Friesen. Sorry, I want to call it Friesen. There's names that you've been saying in your head for so long, of like Liefeld, and Warren Liu, Warren Lau.
I think I was just saying it at the same time as you just said it that way first, and then I said it the other way. Because I was trying to think of the name to make sure I said it too. So
if someone knows for sure, it's one of those things where you can't. We know her well enough now that we can't ask her.
Yeah, that's one of those things too. Like, by the way,
like we've known you for a couple of years now. How do you say your last
name? You gotta have someone who doesn't know her introduce themselves to her, and then she says, "Oh, I'm Jen," but she wouldn't say her last name.
Exactly, JD.
Curses.
It was a crazy con for I don't know, like this is the first time I got to help out with a few interviews with you guys. I got to interview you guys.
That's right.
I got to actually do over 30 interviews with people. And one of them was the entire cast of the X-Men animated series. I
wish I could have been there for that. Just to silently hum the theme song to myself.
It was very cool. And we had some crazy moments. I don't know, just some very, very interesting conversations. Some things that I proposed that they could not comment on, but they could not refute. But I think I know who Mystique is now, son of a gun. It's been fun. It was fun. 100%. These videos will be released on channel. Now I'll be giving the cover price ones here to the guys pretty soon here, but we've got a big thing that's going on with comic books for kids. So that announcement's coming first. Those videos are coming first.
Sure.
And then we're going to be hitting Ickpot and Frizen and a number of the other different interviews that we've got together collectively to pull those in. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of those, JD. But
Cool.
the other ones will be living on my channel. One Tuner King.
We can't wait. There was a lot of surprises that I heard. For example, here was a fun thing I'll add today. It's not connected to the C2E2. But Jenny posted this today. This is her Fortnite. She has a loading screen on Fortnite. So Sabrina Carpenter is a downloadable character. You can play as Sabrina Carpenter running around in Fortnite. And so she has this. This is the loading screen that Jenny did that's now on Fortnite. So she was calling us out and really excited about it because she's apparently a Fortnite fan.
That's crazy.
So yeah, Jenny's mainstream now. She's now in front of kids of all ages and adults of all ages.
She was even selling some of her original art, right?
That drove me nuts. So Jenny sold for if you don't know, Aaron Yeezy Yee. He's on pretty much every channel that exists on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But he told us that Jenny was selling her heart, or the Heart of Darkness. Is that it?
I think you're right. That's what you said last time.
Is that the Heart of Darkness? No, that can't be right. I don't. It's a Boom title. I don't think that's right at all. But anywho, he was. He said that. Hello, Darkness. God, jeez Louise. He bought a cover, original art from her of one of those covers for $1,000. And if I would have known that, I would have not bought anything.
I would have paid more than $1,000 for it too.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's going to be showing that off on. What's that?
The comments. Hello, Darkness.
Hello, Darkness, my old
friend. Yeah, you guys are late. Hello, Darkness. Hello, Darkness. Yes.
Wow, that is insane.
So I wish I would have known that. And, it goes to pay to just ask, hey, do you have any original art? And you say your price point.
100%. 100%.
We gave a lot of these books away on our live stream with eBay. I don't know if any of you joined us for that live stream. It was supposed to be a giveaway, but eBay doesn't have a proper functionality for a giveaway. So we were going to do 8-second auctions at a penny a piece. So hopefully they were going to end around 60 cents roughly. And it ended up apparently it was impossible to turn off max bid. So people would it would go like penny, $50, 50 and 1, 50 and 2, $55 and 50, and it just kept ramping up. So because that was broken, we had to pivot to a charity auction.
Which worked out because we are doing the the comicbookforkids.org. We're doing a huge fundraiser for them, which you guys will hear more about in a second. But so it turned out we made about $1,200 for charity, but it was accidental. So that's all going to them and everything. But it sucked because it was good. It raised money for charity, but everyone was expecting really cheap stuff. But people would do a max bid, and some of them went for like $200 or whatever. But it was for charity, so it's okay.
Yeah, so it worked out. It was fine. Like it still went to a good place. It wasn't a giveaway per se. And I'll show you the cover that Aaron bought if you haven't seen it. But he bought this one.
Oh, that's crazy! Yeesh, it's gonna keep me up at night.
Yeah. So you can put it right over your son's bed, your newborn's bed.
That won't cost me therapy bills later.
And now therapy starts, right?
This was your mom.
That's what ate your mom.
Go to can you go to the bloody one above there? The same one with color? Okay, yeah. That's a lot worse.
When you start crying blood, it's never good.
Oh, so we have a Savril. You guys discuss Meduson or Aftermath. We can talk about Meduson. I have it right here. Do you guys?
Yeah,
So
Meduson, Cameron is a super incredible nice guy. I mean, his knowledge of Greek mythology was like, I told him, I told him, you got to give me the crib notes because I'm never going to remember everything that you just told me.
So the story basically is that, so based in Greek mythology, Perseus goes and kills Medusa. And because Medusa, is a god or demigod, and she's, been killing people for hundreds of years, her lair has all this treasure and all this stuff. So the soldiers of Perseus, they decide to split it, and they go through it and they start taking everything out. And as the last soldier's leaving this cavern, they hear something. They look back, he looks back, and he sees Medusa's body like moving. And he takes out his knife and he cuts out, and it turns out she was pregnant. So Medusa had 2 sons. Turns out she had a 3rd son. And it was half human, half Gorgon, like a Medusa thing. And he raises it, and it turns out there's a little bit of a battle between, like, Perseus betrays this soldier, and so the son of Medusa, the 3rd son, learns and decides to fight and kill Perseus. And so he does it. First of all, I don't know how you can make a baby with Medusa without turning into stone.
Don't open
like you do with any drunken night. You keep your eyes closed and you just
paper bag over her head, right?
Yeah,
is that what we were going for right now? Is that what we're gonna?
Technically, I guess that would work. Yeah, I mean, mythologically speaking. But yeah, and so it seems like a cool story. And I mean, he's truly a student of Greek mythology, because he was like busting out like Greek names that I didn't even know, and it was great. So yeah, it's an interesting read. You should definitely support him. He's a super nice guy, super excited about his work. This
was our favorite. One of our This was our favorite cover of his, limited to 50. I wish I grabbed it. I didn't grab it, but
you had it in your hands.
Beautiful.
Oh, I mean, because we gave it away. I had it in my hands. We purchased it and we gave it away. But
mistake number 1.
No, when we went there, just so you know what our process is for the live stream, we ask people, hey, can you just hold this for us? We will purchase it from you, which we do. We purchase all these books from them, and then we say, hey, we'll show it off on this live stream as well, and it's also in our list, and all we're there is all it is just to support them without taking anything away from them, because a lot of them are very generous and will give us copies for the stream, and we try to pay for them, just so I feel bad. These guys are trying to hustle out there.
Yeah, we're not trying to ask for freebies or anything. So
no, absolutely.
So we try to always make sure we're paying for folks. I will have one gripe. Some of the retailers sometimes drive me nuts. Is that we'll say, "Hey, can you hold this for us?" And they say yes, and I say, "Great, we'll buy this for you. Are we good? Yes, we'll see you on Friday." And then I go to there, and they're like, "Oh, we sold out." What did you not get?
What in our conversation said that you agreed?
Yeah. It was frustrating because we do a lot of graphics around it, and we promote them and we show the covers we're giving away, and then when we go to give it away, if we don't have it, it feels a little bait and switchy, right? If we switch it out, so it does get a little frustrating when we're trying to give away a book and we don't have it. That's only happened a few times, but it is one of the very frustrating things of going to the con.
It won't be the first or the last, I'm sure, right?
No, and it's part. We try to be very clear. Just please hold it. We'll be there right away when the con opens, so you don't have to hold it.
It's somebody that's worked one of those booths a couple of times, right? Between comic spots and KRSs and things of that nature, being able to work and help set up and move things around and grab boxes.
Yep.
It's so much pandemonium. I can say, unless there is one guru floating around that has everything in their head, not even written down, but in their head.
Yeah.
It's insanity. It is really tough. So I could see the frustration, but I can also see on the shop's end just more of it's probably not we didn't hold it for you. It's more oh shit.
Oh shit, we sold it. I do like Derek's quote here. Anyone could just take a reservation,
because somebody else saw the pile there too. they held it for you. Somebody else saw it and it's like, oh no, look, we got 2 left. We got 2 left. It's okay. And they sell it. You know, it's that kind of crap.
But it is like Derek's Seinfeld reference here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, totally. Because what happens is like, oh, we don't have any copies, and then they're like, oh wait, there is a copy here, and the guy that one person's like, yes, you know.
Well, at least you made someone's day.
Yeah, so someone got happy. All in all, you know, it is a crazy time running around doing the exclusives, but what it does allows us to talk to all the retailers. We end up talking to the creators that are there, who have those books, and the publishers that are there that have the book, and people seem very appreciative of the giant list that we provide. I ran into J. Scott Campbell, who was not at the con, but was just there as a fan to go meet the Breakfast Club. He just wanted to go meet the Breakfast Club, and he was celebrating his birthday. So I ran into him, wished him happy birthday. But he was like, "Oh, the list that you guys do, I wish I had someone doing a list when I was starting, because it is really hard to get exposure if you're in Artist Alley and you're just trying to sell a book. A lot of it's just exploratory, hoping that someone will stop at your booth and you make a sales pitch and you sell your book. It's a lot of hustle and it's really hard. So the fact that we have this list and we can tell people ahead of time to look at it and go check it out. A lot of people were very appreciative of it.
Yeah, it's becoming a bigger thing. So it does take our team tens of hours to do it, days and days to do it and research. And like I said, Hannah was walking around on the floor with her laptop and like entering stuff as we found it, you know. So it was like, you know, we put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, I didn't pick up many, but I love this NYX Peach Momoko. Obviously, I grabbed the other ones too, right?
Which one did you get? The NYX one?
The NYX.
Yeah, that was from a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Is that NYX number 1 or no, number 3, right?
Well, it's the new NYX.
Yep, it's the new NYX number 1, and I got the 3 JTCs, including the other Daredevil.
Yeah,
I wish I would have got the Daredevil. So, like, I was there just to pick up the books that we needed for the live stream and for the CGC giveaway. And so I didn't want to bug him for anything else. It was pretty much just get those sets and get out of there. But yeah, I wish I would have remembered about that.
The craziest thing is his signature, man. The craziest thing is his signature. It's just like this little squiggle. There's this little.
Let's see it. I didn't get mine signed. What's it look like?
Hold on. Let me get one for you then, because it's insane. It's just you can only really see it on the Venoms, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, let's see.
Hold on, I have to look for it.
Greg is doing.
I think we can do this. Here, watch. I think there's a lot signed. We'll go to Mary Jane here. We're not going to see it on the Venom one, that's for sure.
All right. See how it's like. Let me see here.
There we go.
So there's this little gold squiggle. Where is that at? Like, it is so minute. I'm having to actually look into my.
Oh wait, is that the like where it kind of looks like Japanese, a Japanese stamp?
Where my finger is. So let me try that again. See that little gold reflecting right there?
That
line, that squiggle. That's his signature. That's it right there.
Oh, that little thing.
That looks like a Venom tendril, right? So at conventions. At conventions where the comic is like its drop and where it debuts is the only convention where he will sign it in gold. He won't use gold at any other convention.
Which convention?
At the convention where it drops. So he considers the Venom the C2E2 drop, right? Like whenever this was made for. So that's the only reason he will only sign this in gold, and he will only sign it in Chicago. So if you get a signature and it's a gold signature, that means he signed this at C2E2. If you get it in silver or any other color, it was not signed in Chicago.
So
here's the one from Mary Jane. It's very subtle right next to her.
Yeah, it looks like a Venom tendril coming off of her or something, you know.
What do you guys think about people charging for their signature? Because like JTC didn't charge, right?
Nope, he did not.
And then other people do, but some people have like different versions. Like Todd McFarlane had different versions of his signature. Greg Horn has the regular, the Gregular. Adam Hughes does the same thing. Like,
you know what you should do is you should go to Scotty Young's website, his Instagram right now, and look up his April Fool's joke, because his April Fool's was him making special signatures. The invisible signature, the vowels only Scotty Young signature, and his story was much more definitely going after Clayton Crane. It was definitely going after Clayton Crane with all the multicolor, everything else. Like, so this, just look for where right there, signature menu. Yeah, ungraded $45 first if you're gonna have it graded, all that crap. upside down 3D glasses. There was there's, I think the other page of it too has got like vowels only, and hit the arrow button to the right.
Right-handed. Oh, is he left-handed?
Yeah. Let's see there. What is it next? Okay. Yeah, right-handed, rainbow back. Yeah, it's great. It was, at any rate, I laughed
on
a lot when I
this
saw
one.
that.
There we go.
Twilight.
He said he would also sign it as Todd McFarlane Campbell or Ah.
That's hilarious. The homage signature.
Yep.
What's the cheeseburger at the bottom there?
Oops,
I haven't.
Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button here. Oh, now it's going crazy.
You're fired.
I know it's my internet is a little draggy today. I like how Britt said I was actually excited until I realized it was
April 1st.
CGC.
The cheeseburger $900. So.
But what, I mean, is it supposed to be backwards? Is it supposed to be?
I don't know.
Claiming cheeseburgers are edible, so they're more expensive, that kind of thing.
It's like, please, I want your fancy signature. You got it. Oh, here you go. Here's
cheeseburger signature.
Oh, so is it? Oh, he's signing. Oh. Oh, okay. That's silly.
Worth it.
All right. That's
so yeah. Fun. So sorry, you were talking about the different thing.
And here, just for reference, here's the Clayton Crane signature menu.
Yeah. Yes. See, that's just it. Like, if you're gonna get it graded, though, you're gonna pay more for it. It's just
$175 for this rainbow signature.
How do you do that? I guess just different parts. Okay. I mean, so that's my thing. Like you can't create variants of your signature and charge more for the. I mean, I get it, but like, come on, like.
Well, I mean, here we'll go to. I'll show you. I'll take this down for a second. I'll show you. So I'm a big Jeremy Bastian fan as well, and I also, when I was telling John about the book. So if you bought, which I think you already said it, but if you bought the trade paperback for $20, he gave you a sketch on the inside of the cover, which John showed. And here was mine. He did this like Pirate Girl sketch. This was basically $5. I got a sketch and a signature.
And see, here's mine. I'll put it next to Matt's. Mine is different. It's a skeleton thing, but it says for John. But yeah, that was so cool. It was so fun. It's like watching. It's like watching someone draw. What's that?
Yeah. Show it again.
Oh. Second. It's like, it's always fun watching someone draw it, because the weird thing was he held it from. Whoops, where we go? There we go. I mean, I can't even do the detail really well, but like he.
Oh, it's funny. You have the skeleton version of mine.
Oh yeah, he put a little the shell and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a skeleton version of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, but to watch someone, he holds the pen not near. Maybe this is how artists do it. I don't know, but he doesn't. He didn't hold it near the ink. He held it way in the back and did it almost like a magician making a spell or something.
Yeah, when I was on, something came in the mail for me from WonderCon, and I think you might appreciate this. Matt, let me see here. Let me turn them on.
While you're doing that, guys, we are giving away another hat from our merch shop for you lovely people who are watching. So if you type in #hat. Oh, wait. Let me double check real quick. I might have got that wrong.
It's Shat.
Oh no, it's hashtag swag. Let me take that. Let me fix that real quick.
So Shat.
Oh wait, look at what Phil's holding. What is it? Oh my
It's
god!
the Chopper lounge fly bag.
That's pretty amazing, and it
Isn't
lights
that
up
cool?
too. That's so
He
crazy.
lights up. His
Oh,
legs
cool.
move absolutely independent, and so do his little arms.
See,
I've gotten like dozens of lounge flies for my daughter, but this one is 100% mine. No, but mine.
It's so funny. Like now we're men collecting miniature backpacks.
I give zero. Okay, I no shame. I will wear this anywhere. This dude is awesome. I don't care who you are. This is freaking sweet.
I like that the lights are on and everything. That's cool.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show mine. I'm wheeling back. I don't have a mini one.
Does it make the noise? Does it go?
No, he doesn't make any noises. But yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. At least not that I'm aware of. He doesn't make any noises. But yeah, I
here's
didn't read
the one I got.
instructions.
It's not a mini bag, but this was the full size bag.
Oh yeah, Battle Cat, dude.
Yeah, so this is actually a full size backpack. But what's crazy about it, it's like, you know, the eyes are recessed and actually kind of like they don't light up, but they're pretty. They look like they do.
They glow in the dark kind of thing.
Like it kind of does glow in the dark, but then they have like, let's see where the pull tab is. The pull tab is a sword.
Oh, cool.
And then the back has like a sword, and then on the inside it has just like this He-Man fabric, like from the animated series. I don't know if you can look at it, but it's just like it's like this.
Oh,
He-Man
cool.
fabric. Yeah, it's so I mean, like this is me buying a lounge fly, and I bought it for myself, but you know.
You would
I need to redeem myself from last time too. Hold on here.
Does it have a place for your lunchbox? You know, that's not a bad idea. I should probably buy the metal lunchbox, and put it in there with the thermos.
Don't forget, type hashtag swag, SWAG lowercase, and to be entered, and we'll get you guys, whoever wins gets a cover price hat.
JD, you totally got me thinking about that. Now I'm going to look for lunch pails on eBay for Master of the Universe. It'll be like, my wife will be like, "Do you need to talk? Are you reverting back?"
I need to redeem myself because Grimlock was out of power last time.
Oh, okay. Let's do this here. Hold on.
Wait. Let me put
Grimlock.
Let's put you in the front here. Let me try to. Wait 1 sec. How do I do that?
We're gonna wait a second.
Matt, do you know how to? Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's too far away. Put the big camera on.
Whoa.
But yeah, he'll hey Grimlock. Transform.
Does it go me, Grimlock?
That's cool.
It works. He has a gun and a sword, and he can use those, and he'll shoot at you and swipe at you and do all the fun stuff. Like, hey, Grimlock, bite.
Watch out! No, Grimlock.
What are you doing? Oh, that's cool.
Sorry. I had to redeem myself from the last time when it wasn't doing anything. I had to show. I'm like, okay,
that's so cool.
Yeah,
I gotta find the clip of Step Brothers and saying like, I wish we had these as kids. Better yet, we have them when we're 40.
That's exactly right.
They don't have the other Dinobots, do they? It's just Grimlock.
Grimlock, Megatron, Optimus, and Bumblebee's just getting released. So we'll probably get other characters eventually, but I don't know if we'll get any other Dinobots. My guess is we'll probably get like Starscream after, because they'll move to a Decepticon. So they've done good guy, bad guy, good guy, good guy. we'll probably get a Starscream or a Soundwave, my guess is. And I would love to get a Soundwave, to have one turn into a boombox that can actually like play your music. Could you imagine that?
That would be amazing. Yeah.
That would be so dope.
Well, I remember as kids, like I had oh my god, I wanted the one that actually played a tape.
Yeah, Soundwave.
Yeah. The Soundwave actually had a playable
Shut up
tape.
and take my money.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no, literally, I would 100%. That would be just game over. I'm, all the other ones like drive and walk and do all this stuff. I just want to turn into a stationary object that plays my music and just just that'd be so hot.
Well, do you know how like and Christmas Hallmark has the ornaments that now all connect to each other, so you can have like all the Star Wars ones, and all the Star Trek ones, and all the Harry Potter ones, and they all like will have a full-on dialogue like scene play out on your Christmas tree.
Yeah,
like I think that's what we need for our.
So I want a cover price holiday ornament, right? That does something like that. Let's get that. Let's get that in there for the new year.
It's gonna be like, I think it's a 9/8.
Yeah.
So for whoever wins, all you have to do is come to the Cover Price merch shop, which we have links all throughout our website. If you go to the content section, you'll see one of the links there for getting to this thing. And then you go in here and you just tell us what kind of hat you want, and we will get it for you. If you want the pink hat, you can get that.
So, considering what you're wearing too right now, John, maybe we should get a beanie.
Someone on our team, Hannah, makes beanies for us, but it's going to be, we don't want to put her to work. Her hands are, she's already too busy entering data. So let's see who the winner is. We got 17 people. We got 37 watching last time to enter hashtag swag. And here we go.
Let's go.
Bum, 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 bum,
and it's Mick.
Congrats, Mick.
There you go, man.
Mick, but it's Mick.
Mick. Reach out to me or Matt.
Do you have moves like Jagger?
John at coverprice.com or Matt at coverprice.com. Give us your shipping address. Tell us what color and style of hat you want. Here's you need. I was talking to him via email. I'm glad you got it. Thanks for wearing it. And you're a super nice guy. I really enjoyed your emails, and I shared your comments with the team. Thank you.
So that's not actually Mick Jagger?
It's not Mick Jagger. It might be.
Oh,
Mick, if you are here, Mick.
Please tell us if you're Mick Jagger.
Middle initial E and last name Mouse. No.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Mr. Mick E.
Mick. We got to start doing the Bueller.
Yeah, I finally got the clip here.
Even better, we got him when we're 40.
Did it play?
Yeah, it did.
It did. It absolutely did.
There you go.
All right. Well, so real quick, everyone. So we are doing two big kind of things. One is a giveaway. I think not next week, but the following week for CGC. We're going to have, I think Sean from CGC, one of their main graders, on this channel, talking and answering questions from you guys about the process and what's going on and how they did it, their history, anything like that. We're going to give away 3 to 5 free CGC gradings. So if you have anything you want slabbed, be sure to watch. That's going to be not next Monday, but the following. And Matt, we're going to also give away a bunch of the C2E2 exclusives that we got. Did we get them? We got them graded. Yeah. CGC graded them. And I think they're all 9/8.
They're all 9/8. We have 5 9/8. So I went again meticulously through these. We were only off one book, came back as a 9/4. And I don't know what happened on that one. But
Matt, you really dropped the ball on that one, Matt. Out of 14 books that we submitted, one came back and all 9/8 except for one.
Yeah, I must have missed something, and I even look at it now. I'm like, I don't know what I missed here, but who knows?
But so that's happening. So let me say that's going to be, I think, yeah, on the 28th, April 28th. But starting now and moving forward, we are doing a fundraiser for comic books for kids. We're going to do some marketing around it, so you'll see it. We did a bunch of promo stuff there. Phil shot a bunch of stuff. We went to their award show for people who helped him out last year. It was really beautiful. Like I said, this is an organization. It's a nonprofit that raises money for sending comic books to kids in hospitals, right? And let me find it real quick before we end. So you just got the link. Give me 2 seconds here. Oh, here we go. And if you want, this will be live. And if you donate, let's see. GoFundMe. So it's through GoFundMe. Share my screen. This is really nice. I think. Give me a second. Dead air. Here we go. So again, comic books for kids. If you go to this, which I'm posting right now in our chat, you can donate something. Donate $5, donate $10, donate $100. We want to raise as much money as we can because we think it's going to be a great thing. We're going to do a bigger announcement later on. But if you read down here and you come here, we're giving away all these comic books, grand prize, second prize, third prize. We even added more. I'm going to change this and update it. But these are all 9/8s. Again, this is like super rare.
The only 9/8 set in the world as of right now. If someone wants to recreate it.
If you click here, you can enter. It's a free giveaway, so you don't even have to donate, but you're kind of a dick if you don't donate to kids. Put $1 on it or something. But it's free if you don't want to. You can totally just enter the giveaway. And from there, donate something and then enter to win. And we're going to draw that in May. And again, this is a ton of, you can win a set of 12 raw books, including some Kevin Eastman covers and Matt White covers or Waite covers. These are going to be all graded, some other stuff, but we're going to update the price list because we had to make some changes. So please donate to that.
Can you drop that in the chat on the video too, so that it'll be in the comment section?
You'll have to help me with that. I'll just put it.
Put it in the private chat. I'll add it right now.
Okay. You're going to have to help me with that too. No. There you go. I think there you go. You got it.
Yep.
Okay. No. Oh, there's the private chat. I'm just posting it everywhere here. There you go. So yeah, it's a great cause. We're going to talk a lot more about it. We're going to have Mark, who's the founder of the organization, on sometime in a few weeks to talk about it in detail, and hopefully we'll raise some cash for this really great organization. That, I mean, giving comic books to kids in hospitals. I mean, it's everything that you kind of want to help people with. So, all right. On that note, any final words, Mr. Nerd King?
No, had a great time. It was fantastic seeing you guys. Missed you already. My feet and my lower back don't at all.
No, my legs are still sore from it. If you guys don't know,
bro.
Yeah, what's that?
No, I just said bro. I'm agreeing.
It's like we all hurt ourselves too in some capacity before this trip. So
well, in the entire time, like doing interviews too, like I'm not a short guy, and most of these people don't have extra chairs at their tables, right? So I'm taking a knee, I'm bending down, I'm on both my knees, and I'm just getting over the leg breaks. Like, both my knees are swollen as hell. They're like, thank God you're home. It was a great time. I'm looking forward to getting more of the news out there of the wonderful people we were able to meet with and talk to. Right now, are one of my best friends in the world now, and partner in crime at a lot of these conventions going forward, Pash Mali. He is editing feverishly at home, all kinds of stuff to get things done and ready for us and Cover Price and all the fun stuff. So he's a busy man. I'm going to be taking some parts and pieces and edits and putting some voiceovers in. So we should have all that done in the next week here. So hopefully we can have some great recap stuff and some cool stuff to show next week. Just, you know, besides the stuff you see on Instagram and YouTube. So yeah.
Very cool.
And just to call out, Spider Guy Murph said thank you for all for the giveaways that he won a while back that he got last week. So you're welcome. So thank you for your patience.
All righty. Well, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. You guys make this show, and it's fun to just chat about all the fun stuff that we did. So thank you guys so much. Keep those comics covered, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right. Cool. I can't